Self-esteem is how we value and perceive ourselves. It's based on our opinions and beliefs about ourselves, which can feel difficult to change. We might also think of this as self-confidence. Your self-esteem can affect whether you like and value yourself as a person. It is a person's overall sense of his or her value or worth. It can be considered a sort of measure of how much a person values, approves of, appreciates, prizes, or likes him or herself. Various studies have confirmed that self-esteem has a direct relationship with our overall well-being, and we would do well to keep this fact in mind, both for ourselves and for those around us. Self-esteem can shift from moment to moment and day to day. Maybe you start scrolling through social media with ample self-confidence after a great post, but soon after, you feel it plummet. You can feel this change in your self-esteem several times a day, even within the same hour. Take time to pay attention to how you speak to yourself. It's a good indicator of how well you take care of yourself. Having high self-esteem takes energy every single day, and it can be exhausting. And research shows that the constant pursuit of high self-esteem isn't healthy. Commit to improving your well-being by learning how to improve self-esteem without making it your top priority. Many different factors can lower your self-esteem. Those factors might be things like people in your life or your environment or mindset. Understanding what causes your self-esteem to drop helps you make an action plan on how you will help it thrive and build your self-awareness. Perhaps you're unsure about what factors we're talking about. To give you a better idea, here's a list of some things that can cause your self-esteem to lower. Abusive and difficult relationships with your parents, either during childhood or adulthood, can harm your self-esteem. Research has found that physical and emotional abuse by parents or other adults is a major factor in low self-esteem. A pessimistic attitude and fixed mindset lower self-esteem because it overwhelms your mind with negative thoughts. You're reminded that you aren't good enough or that nothing positive will happen to you, and your confidence suffers. While some life events uplift you, others lower your self-esteem. An example is if you're taking a hard course at school and have failed a few assignments. You start criticizing yourself and the opinion your accomplishments are poor. Graduating from school, changing jobs, or moving cities could all affect you personally. External sources like approval of others and body image cause your self-esteem to lower at any time, and it might be difficult to regain it. When you set goals that are unattainable and unrealistic, it makes you think poorly of yourself when you don't achieve them. Even if those goals weren't achievable in the first place, your self-esteem takes a hit. It is not an easy task to build self-esteem, but achieving a healthy level of self-esteem can make a difference to your well-being. Take a look at these tactics to help bolster your self-esteem. Think about which ones you'd like to start implementing in your daily life. Number 1. Write out a list of things you admire about yourself. It can be challenging to sit down and think about our admirable traits, even awkward. But acknowledging your skills or things you like about yourself can improve your self-talk. Try keeping a journal of things you've done that you enjoyed or admired. Gratitude journals also work wonders for improving your outlook on life and recognizing what you have to be thankful for. The second step is to identify and then challenge your negative beliefs about yourself. Notice your thoughts about yourself. For example, you might find yourself thinking, "I'm not clever enough to do that," or "I have no friends." When you do, look for evidence that contradicts those statements. Write down both statement and evidence, and keep looking back at it to remind yourself that your negative beliefs about yourself are not true. Number 3. Stop being a people pleaser. People with poor self-esteem can feel obligated to say yes to requests. They often put helping others before their own mental health. This can lead to being easily overwhelmed, whether that's at work or in your personal life. That in turn causes a lot of stress. It's nice to be helpful and supportive when you can, but your self-esteem eventually suffers when you tie your self-worth to how much you do for others. Learn how to say no to others. Try to build positive relationships and avoid negative ones. You will probably find that there are certain people and certain relationships that make you feel better than others. If there are people who make you feel bad about yourself, try to avoid them. Build relationships with people who make you feel good about yourself and avoid the relationships that drag you down. Stop comparing yourself to others. Your progress and self-worth shouldn't be connected to how well other people are doing. There will always be someone better at something than you, but that doesn't mean you're not good at what you do, or good enough. Appreciate your differences compared to others, but remember that you're not in competition with anyone else's progress. Learn to give yourself a break. You don't have to be perfect every hour of every day. You don't even have to feel good about yourself all the time. Self-esteem varies from situation to situation, from day to day and hour to hour. Some people feel relaxed and positive with friends and colleagues, but uneasy and shy with strangers. Others may feel totally in command of themselves at work but struggle socially. We all have times when we feel a bit down or find it harder to maintain our self-belief. Forgive yourself for your past thoughts. As you work to build your self-esteem, you need to forgive yourself for how you treated yourself before. You can't move forward with your progress without accepting that you used to judge yourself and others harshly. It's a hard habit to break. Acknowledging this weakness exercises self-compassion and resilience by helping you see yourself clearly. You're building a more solid foundation when you choose to have a healthier relationship with yourself. Become more assertive and learn to say no. People with low self-esteem often find it hard to stand up for themselves or say no to others. This means that they may become overburdened at home or at work, because they do not like to refuse anyone anything. However, this can increase stress and make it even harder to manage. Developing your assertiveness can therefore help to improve your self-esteem. Sometimes acting as if you believed in yourself can actually help to increase self-belief. Improve your physical health. It is much easier to feel good about ourselves when we are fit and healthy. However, people with low self-esteem often neglect themselves because they do not feel that they deserve to be looked after. Try taking more exercise, eating well, and getting enough sleep. It is also a good idea to make time to relax and to do something that you want to do, rather than something that someone else expects you to do. Celebrate your wins. Victories come in all sizes, and you should celebrate them all. Did you practice some positive self-talk today? Did you banish some negative beliefs or face one of your fears? Acknowledge those feelings of confidence and pride, and embrace them. It'll help your self-confidence grow and show you that building self-esteem helps you feel more comfortable with yourself. At Better Up, we're all about finding ways that make you feel proud of yourself and your accomplishments. This helps you feel more motivated to guide your progress forward and builds your self-confidence when you encounter any challenges. Thank you very much for your attention. Do not forget to subscribe for more updates.